Hi, I'm Isaiah Crawford, and today I'm going to be going over my teaching tool, which I titled Discovering Numbers in a New Way. And I use this title as a way to hopefully grab the student's attention so that they will be ready to learn a new way of looking at numbers and a new way, which is multiplication. So the standard that I'm doing this comes from third grade math standard, Tennessee math standard, 3.0 point 8.1. Interpret the factors and products in whole number multiplication equations. I chose this standard because this is one of the most important standards in the third grade because it lays the basis for something that children will be using for the rest of their lives. Like you will never not use multiplication. Multiplication is something that is very important to learn and very important for students to be able to know as they continue their educational journey and life outside of education. So first I would start out the lesson by talking about what multiplication is, and I'd go into detail about what multiplication is and what it does for us. And I give examples that 2 times 3 is the same thing as 2 groups of 3 or 3 groups of 2. Then I will go on to explain the 4 different properties of multiplication. And I would explain all 4 using detail. I'd explain all 4 of them using like the different terminology that goes with each and like better explaining how it works. And then I will be able to, hopefully the students will be able to answer the questions that I ask at the end of each slide. And each of these like properties are so important to multiplication because it's so important for the students to know this and know these simple rules so that they can hopefully memorize their multiplication tables by the end of the semester. So essentially this lesson is just the groundwork for the students to learn their multiplication tables. So I will then talk about multiplication tables and how I'll introduce multiplication tables and how that they're a way like for them to quickly determine the product, like what the product of a number is. So then we'll go into our activity, which is a foldable that will go along with the students' interactive learning journals, because I believe it is important for the students to have these learning journals to take notes in and then make cool little foldables so that they'll be able to memorize and remember what we've talked about in class and what we're learning in the class. And like, then they'll be able to look back at it if they're stuck on some homework and be able to like use that to do the homework, and hopefully they'll have a better understanding of what we're going over in class because of these foldables. So first we get a sheet of paper and then we fold it hamburger style. Then you'll want to fold it hamburger style again, just like that. Then you want to unfold the paper and you get 4 different groups. Then you want to write the information from our notes in there, and I would like for them to write the definition of like each property and an example of each property, so that if they are doing homework and they're stuck on a property, they can go back and see an example and figure out, oh, that one's the 0 property, or oh, that one's the associative property. This is just so they'll be able to, it will help them in the long run multiplication. And this is the finished product. As you can see, I added color to mine, and I would strongly encourage the students to add color and as much information as they need and as they seem fit. Like, I want their imagination and their creative juices to just go crazy with this assignment. They should feel like they're able to express themselves creatively through these foldables, and by doing this, it will be able to help them better understand the lesson and what we've learned. And like, hopefully it'll help them better understand multiplication, because multiplication is such an important topic. And it's something that you will use your entire life and that students need to learn now and need to be able to memorize. And this is our exit ticket, which will be used as our like reflection. So like at the end of the day, I use the exit ticket as a way for the students to turn it in so that they can get extra points towards like a grade that's bad or something. It's like extra credit, basically. It's their participation grade. And participation is huge in my class. So this lesson just lays down the groundwork for multiplication. And as the semester would continue, I would continually push multiplication, and I would help the students learn their multiplication tables 1 through 15 through songs, because I know firsthand that using these songs will help the students better understand the multiplication tables, because I use them. I still use them today. I know all my multiplication tables 1 through 15 because of these songs, and that's what I would like to teach the students throughout the semester. And at the end of the semester, if they know all their multiplication tables and they don't miss one, they will get extra credit. Like they will get 10 points extra credit towards any test grade that they would like. So this is a huge incentive for the students to learn their multiplication tables. And this right here, the properties of multiplication, is just the groundwork for this big topic that the students must learn before they go to 4th grade. Thank you guys for your time and attention, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you. Have a nice day.